It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago. Out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard. Hard pass there to the 21.
And 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll run on first down. Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
You better be afraid of me. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on out.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here,
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Here we go, here we go.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Third and long. It's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At the 8-yard line, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Throwing, Hundley. Forced out to his left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Room here to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. Remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Hundley being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. On 1st and goal, Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18.
From the gun, it's Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fights him off. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
To Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
At the 35-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
56.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check it back. Let's check. Four down. 59. Watch the run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
Wilson will throw again. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game. To kick off for Seattle.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because
through an opening, and there he goes.
Showtime today,
touchdown, baby. Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 77 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 12, 59. Mike's 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. Check 59. It's 59. Mike the 59.
To throw again, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run the counter. Carson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've establish this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, it's Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 15, check 15. Shoot. Check 43. Jim.
Now the 3rd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Peters brought him down. 1-yard gain. Brings up.
There's Wilson to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, here's Edmonds. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 41, Wilson Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On second down, it's Drake. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Third down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Break the ball carrier.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On the keeper.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2.